Hey everybody, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com here with a quick look at the Asus Eee Pad slider. This is the first 10.1-inch Android slate to hit the market with an integrated slide-out keyboard by Asus. It's based on a 10.1-inch WXGA LED backlit display with a native resolution of 1280 by 800. It's an IPS panel, very good brightness, color, contrast, beautiful display, a little bit of backlight bleed around the bezel of the display. It's based on NVIDIA's dual-core 1 GHz Tegra 2 processor, as well as a gig of onboard system memory and 16 or 32 gig onboard storage ROM available in different flavors of the device. It also has built-in 802.11bgn Wi-Fi, as well as Bluetooth version 2.1. And with the slate, you get this standard AC adapter, AC-DC adapter, as well as a sync and charge cable, and of course your standard issue literature pack, warranty card, quick start guide, all that good stuff. Let's take a look around the slider and show you how it works. Okay, so the slider is based on a stock Android 3.2 Honeycomb setup with a little bit of Asus glitz tossed on the top. This is their battery level indicator, this water line here with the ice cubes, and if I rotate a little bit, as you can see, it moves with the position of the device. This level will come up as the battery is charged. As you can see right now, we're working on a fairly low charge. There's also bubbles that will indicate the battery is charging or discharging, as the case may be, in that water line area. So an innovative little twist that Asus adds to the slider, and a lot of it's tablets actually. Here is how you actuate the keyboard. You lift up on the back of the panel here, there's a little tab, and push back, and the keyboard, voila, slides right out. Not exactly the most comfortable and easy to slide out, sort of mechanism for that keyboard, but not bad. It works. Once you get the hang of it, it works pretty well. Let's slide it back together here. Take a look around the device a little bit. Along the bottom edge, nothing going on here. The right side of the device, you've got a USB 2.0 port as well as a headphone jack. Top of the device, you've got that little tab I was talking about earlier that helps you release the screen and slide out the keyboard. Here you've got an HDMI port. The sync and charge cable port is right there, and that's actually on the back of the keyboard when the panel is upright and extended. So it's convenient in that position for sure. Perhaps not as convenient when it's in standard tablet mode, closed up as you see now. On the left side of the device, you've got a micro SD card slot here, reset button, volume rocker, power button, and a microphone port right there. And if we slide this open here, you can see, if you look closely in the back, I'll try and tilt that towards the camera, we do have some speakers. We have dual speakers inside this area of the slider. And so this is actually the hinge mechanism for the device. It's actually interesting sort of build. Very strong, very rigid, and Asus claims to have put it through a bunch of repetitions, life testing on this, so that it's very reliable as well, at least as much as they claim. And we would agree, it does feel like a very sturdy hinge and slide mechanism for the slider to get that keyboard locked into the upright position. And finally, on the front side of the device is a 1.2 megapixel front-facing web camera. On the back of the device right here is a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera, shoots 720p HD video as well as stills, and it does not have a flash, however. Now, the keyboard area of the slider is actually kind of nice. A rubberized area around each of the keycaps. The keyboard itself, the base is a solid, very strong, sturdy feeling keyboard base. The caps are nice, small chiclet-style keycaps, very reminiscent of netbook-style keyboards, if you will. And if you're comfortable in that sort of form factor and size, this is a decent sized keyboard area. Not real comfortable for those of you that really require a standard notebook layout, because this is certainly much more of a small miniaturized netbook layout for sure. There is also no mouse or cursor pointing device as well. No trackpad, no trackball or track point on the keyboard. Asus says you can connect a wireless USB mouse, and you certainly can do that with the USB port on the device, but no mouse control at all, with the exception of course, the touch interface on the touchscreen. Maybe would have been nice to see a trackball or a track point. At least we could have squeezed that in somewhere in the keyboard, but alas, that is not available. Again, the typing experience is good. You go ahead and you can type in, let's type in a URL, and Go ahead and pull that up. Again, we're surfing over an 802.11n Wi-Fi connection. As you can see, very responsive. Swipe as well as pinch and zoom here. No problem at all. Very responsive experience on screen with the traditional Slate Android Honeycomb response with Tegra 2 processor driving it that we know and have come to love, actually, from some of the recent crop of Android tablets. So again, a decent user interface experience with the keyboard and the touchscreen in combination. Takes a little bit of getting used to going between the two, but it's definitely something that works. And for most folks, you know, typing emails real quickly and doing things of that nature, certainly a very capable and useful feature add to slide that keyboard out with the slider. And here we are running AN 3D Bench XL, and just to show you a little bit of performance of the ePad slider. And certainly this tablet is going to perform very much like devices like the Motorola Xoom, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1, or other 10.1-inch Android Honeycomb slates that are based on NVIDIA's dual-core Tegra 2 processor. Very similar performance, although we would offer that we've seen in general the Asus Transformer as well as the ePad slider. Asus has done something with their Android tuning, whether it be drivers at the graphics level or elsewhere, to squeeze just a tiny bit more performance in the benchmarks overall versus some of the other Tegra 2 based tablets we've seen. So we expect performance to be very solid with the ePad slider as well, and about as good as you can get these days in a 10.1-inch slate. Onboard software, of course, Android 3.2, you get Asus Launcher, My Library, Music, Beta. These are all Asus apps. Google Maps, Android Market, Gmail, Polaris Office, Kindle Books, and Zinio Magazine. These are all installed software on the ePad slider. And for $479, you can get the 16 gig variant, or $579 for the 32 gig variant. Make sure you stop by our site for the full review with all the benchmark details and analysis. I'm Dave Altavilla with the Asus ePad slider tablet. Thanks for stopping by.